Hello everyone and welcome back to Learning Curve Acres. I just wanted to do a quick video showing you how I get my tomatoes ready for the garden. As you can see, this one has gotten quite leggy. It's very tall. It's almost the length of my hand. And this pot really, it's not suitable anymore. So what I'm doing is I use milk bags. I was taught this trick by an English lady who's a friend of mine, and she's done this for years. And what you do is you roll down, clean and wash your milk bag. For those of you in the States who don't have milk bags, bread bags will do, and I do use them for some as well. But just roll down the bag. Pop your plant in, and literally I'm going to put some soil in this first. I think I rolled that down just a bit too much. Just let me put some soil in this first, and what I will be doing then is, as this grows, I am going to be, there we go. So as the tomato grows, you literally just unroll the bag and keep adding more soil. So I'm using this biodegradable pot, and I'm just kind of smushing it into the dirt. So now as the pots, this little biodegradable pot starts to break down, the roots are going to start filling up the bag. Also, because we're going to be filling up, putting more soil in, as we all know, tomatoes love to grow roots out their stems. So this will help you to get a really good root base for your tomatoes. There we go. Just trying to get a little bit more in there. So by the time the temperatures our overnight temperatures are a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius, I'm assuming that's around 40, I can't remember, 40, 42, 44, in and around there for Fahrenheit. So that's the magic temperature for planting your tomatoes outside without having them unhappy because of the cold weather, because they do not like the cold whatsoever. So by the time we get to that temperature, this will be completely unrolled. The tomato will probably be about almost a foot high. But it's a good, healthy tomato. You start seeing your flowers and your fruit by the beginning of August instead of the end of August. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually just water this in with some rabbit poop tea. Now, we were discussing this there was a bit of discussion about this on Revtos. He does a live chat. Really interesting guy. If you want to learn a lot about peppers, go check him out. His Revtos TV. I'll try and put a link. I'll try and put a little subscribe button for him if my computer will let me do that today. But we were discussing rabbit poop tea, so I'm just going to briefly show you how I make it, the amounts that I use, and I'm also going to show you how much I use for it. I forgot to bring it over. So this is the rabbit poop tea right here. So this has been sitting for actually probably close to 3 weeks now. You can see it's really murky, and very pungent. It's not something you really want to smell. So you use very little. Becomes a very strong fertilizer. Now I have a standard teapot here, which I use for watering my plants. The lid broke, so I figure I'm not going to throw it out. Might as well put it to good use. So this is almost completely full, and I'm literally just a little bit. Just putting a little bit, because you don't want to overdo it. So that's what I'm going to use now to water this in. Rabbit poop tea is really good for leaf growth and for your root growth. It's an incredibly healthy way of fertilizing your plants. Most of my plants get a drink of this every other week. So just put a little bit more. I want to be able to see a little bit of moisture down at the bottom. Just trying to see, you can see it's kind of gone down about halfway. But you don't want to pour too much on too quick, because you don't want to drown it either. There, that should be good. So this will now go underneath the lights and continue to be happy and growing. And as I said, as it grows, you're just going to unroll it and top up, adding more soil as it goes. So we've done that. Now, for a standard, this is a 1.87 liter, I don't know what that is in, just a standard apple juice container. This one's from Orange Juice. I prefer the orange juice ones just because they do have a larger opening, because this can be pretty difficult to get the poop in. I've got approximately, I'd say, a third to a half cup of rabbit poop, and just stuff from the bottom of the rabbit cage. We're going to carefully try and get that all in. As I said, it's a lot easier using the orange juice jars, because they do have a much larger opening. And of course, I'm just recycling what we've got. So I'm not going to go out and buy something that's got a large opening. So there's just enough, you can see, just to cover the bottom, about, I'd say about ½ inch of your container. Then I'm going to just take my water and fill it up. Alright, so it holds a full 2 liters, which would be approximately a half gallon, I think. I'm really not good at the conversions, I'm sorry. But, oops, wrong lid. It holds a full 2 liters of water. And you can see right now, it's still quite transparent. You can see through everything. I give it a good shake. And I'm going to just let this sit now for a week or so until it gets this nice cloudy color. That's when I'm going to start using it. Sometimes in the summertime, if my comfrey's growing well, I will put in some of the comfrey leaves in as well. That makes an absolutely amazing fertilizer also. But there you go. Beginning, finished product. But you really don't want to use it very strong on your plants, because your house will smell like a rabbit cage. And that's not exactly what you'd call pleasant. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you had a great time. And again, a little milk bag, a little recycling, and you've got yourself a great little grow pot for your plants to grow up in. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please go down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. But also find somebody else to follow as well. Thank you.